Hi, orbiters. I was chopping wood and I got something in my eye. Well, I have to breathe because, I'm starting to believe that this is a third world country. Trenton is not in the United States of America because, when we immigrants like me, when we immigrated here, we thought this is the land of the American dream, the land of the opportunity, the land of, many things that we didn't have in our countries. But how are you going to tell me that millions, billions with a B of dollars moved through City Hall and grants that, for example, a grant, I think it's $12 million or something to build a theater, having all these other theaters, like a performance center. If you divide 12 million into 120 families, you get $100,000. That's plenty of money to fix a property of the 3,000 properties that are abandoned, that were already run down by all these shell companies committing fraud. So, I go today to the City Hall and trying to figure this whole thing with this ticket that I have, the 2 tickets, 3 tickets, whatever tickets they gave me with this property that I have for 2 years in West Trenton, and I was trying to fix it, and I did fix it, and it was very nice. I wish my mother could keep it, but I couldn't because the city did everything, to take me out of the city. But, because I want to give you a proof of what is going on with this inspectors. I broke my nail today. With this inspections department, that they do inspect. I got upset, very upset today about this elder that have no heater in it has no heater since the beginning of winter, and I'm so upset because how is it that there's no protection, and all these people, my people that come to this country to work, the people that really come to the families that just want an opportunity to stay here. I'm gonna say this one address, because this one address, it really got me heated, and I am going to go on Sunday, and I already got a couple volunteers that reach out to me that they want to point at specific places, because we're gonna blast them. Everybody that owes me a favor in media, in newspaper and press, I will have all these places published everywhere that they have people living in like basically less than human condition. This elder almost lost his limbs because he had no heater for the whole entire winter at 723 South Broad Street. So these people, obviously a shell company, had no CO, get paid by, like a pin or something, whatever. And they are, this could be your father, your mother, your grandmother, now, boy, we're getting a bunch of parking tickets. So how is it that we are allowing this to happen in this country? And then inspection, don't go and inspect, but this audio that you're going to hear is from December of 2025. I want you to hear this. And and maybe you cannot hear much, but I'm going to explain to you what it says. I'm going to play you an audio from 2025 on December, and another one from January 2026 of this inspector, and you make your mind about what's going on in Trenton, New Jersey. But we keep getting parking tickets. We keep getting, ICE call to do evictions. Thank God that, the legislation is passing some type of protection, at least for that matter. Because, you know what? I don't care if you're a Trump supporter, if you're like, whatever. Really, like, blackmailing immigrants to pay more or else. And also, keeping these people living in terror and having bounty hunters going to places to hunt these people down like they're animals. Like, this is not the United States of America you even want. I don't care how racist you are. I don't care how white you are. I don't care how KKK you are. Because guess what happened? If they do it to us brown people, the landlords, remember, you're poor. You're renting. You're living like, paycheck to paycheck. So what do you think is going to happen to you too? So we are all in this together. It's not about color. It's not about immigration status. It's about if you have money or not. So now that we got that, and I already kind of like vented about how there's no consideration from any historical value of the city of Trenton, which was like, I want to see all these people, these Harvard Law people that claim that they're revolutionary and they go to Princeton to blah, blah about all this stuff. Where are all these nonprofits protecting like the heritage of Trenton that they do not care about all these, buildings that are falling apart on purpose to give, scammers, buildings for free. And that way they keep taking police and teachers and fires pension funds. Because that's where they're getting their money. They're not getting their money from banks like I do, that I have to pay, bank loans. No. They're getting it from your pension fund. To keep scamming you and giving you cheap buildings, and they can get free buildings, free tax, free everything, while you're paying taxes, you're paying everything, and your taxes, your property taxes are going up every day. And tell me, why they don't want to sit down with me? And somebody asked me today, why they don't want to sit down with you? Because you're making sense. You're trying to, avoid all this chaos publicly. But they don't want to because they already got paid. And if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So everybody running for mayor in Trenton, you have to get some soul search, because you know what? If you are part of this whole entire machinery of, pain and suffering for our people, black, brown, every color of the rainbow, just because we're poor, you know what? You're not creating opportunities for nobody that goes against what you're doing, which is totally, absolutely illegal. And yes, I'm tagging the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, whoever. Come over here, come to Trenton, New Jersey. And you know what? And this message is directly to Reed Gusiora. You put my name in your mouth in the wrong place, because guess what? People actually care about me because I care about them. So next time you wanna, call me crazy and do some, talk about me like I'm like, some poor soul that I am not gonna last too long because I don't have enough money to pay attorneys. Well, there's people that actually are legit, and there's people that actually are, honest. And there's people that actually are working not for money, but for legacy. Helping us to fight, crooked people and people that are not deserving of being, in that position. And that alone, be an attorney, and worse, be like a judge or something, God forbid. So everybody, today I am announcing that I am totally, absolutely in opposition of anything that has to do with Rigusciora. So that's one thing. The second thing, because you know what, you have to have some type of like moral value, moral compass. You're gonna go out there, I understand the machine and you need all these people to pay your stupid, whatever, like, whatever, the whole thing with the politics. I don't know why you spend so much money in a campaign, because it's very simple. If you really are doing the work and you are doing things to encourage people, home ownership, like just they buy the $12 million. You put somebody that was in economic development before in NJEDA, that person goes approving grants and blocking anything that has to do with creating jobs in Trenton, because apparently we are not deserving of real jobs, jobs like, and all the unions, anybody that builds anything that is not part of the unions, fight them. I just broke our glass. Yeah. So, anyway, because it's like, I don't have space here. You have to build me a studio, man. Anyway, going back to this. I'm on a live. Like, I was, I'm gonna have to start using my.
Is it the blue one that broke, or is it?
Yeah, the blue one. Yeah, anyway, that's fine. I know. You get me another one. So, going back to this. So, let's go to this thing. I had this property right in Trenton that has been giving me all these problems. They send, it's like all kind of crazy stuff. I've been in court about 20 times already for this. So this was after this inspector told me that he could not wait for me to leave Trenton. So obviously they are trying to make me leave Trenton. And I got like, the red eye. So this individual, let's hear this. This is the inspection in December. After he told me that, then I'm telling him there that we already passed everything with the electric and fire inspector, because they gave me a list. And as soon as they gave me a list of what they wanted me to do, I did it.
We did a lot of work that he wanted, everything.
I need to see how this bathroom is piped. The way he showed me this one, over here, I need to see how the other one is piped.
So he wanted me to open another bathroom that had, every time that he came, he gave me one different thing to do. This is inspections in Trenton. There's an inspection that don't go and inspect all these places that I will go on Sunday and visit the whole entire Trenton. And I tell everybody, and I'm going to say it in Spanish, todo el mundo que tenga un problema con su landlord, y el landlord lo esté acosando, lo esté extorsionando, diciéndole que tienen que pagar más dinero de lo que tienen que pagar si no le llaman a inmigración. Por favor, déjenme saber. No tienen que, nada más darme la dirección. No tienen que decir más nada. Yo me encargo de lo demás. Por favor. So, going back to this. Leave that there. Don't worry about it. All right. Let me finish this, please. Thank you. Then he said there that he's giving me a little list. I'm going to post this video separate. And that way you can see and hear it in that way. This is December. After the whole entire summer, they're giving me, a run around since 2024. This is 2025. We are going through November 2024 to December 2025, trying to get inspections to go and inspect and, paying taxes, paying mortgage, paying everything.
There is nothing, there's nothing new on the piping upstairs. This house was built by the.
When I look under the sink, I see everything new. All
Everything supposedly was new under the sink because obviously the house was like a mess when I got it. And then we replaced the sink. Simple. But then that was after making us break all the walls.
Because this is a new bathroom.
upstairs. When I look under the sink.
Because it was just replaced. They used
I
to
don't
replace
know
it.
that.
That's what I know. That's what it.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be already.
No, I'm not arguing.
Okay, let's go back to this.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be already.
No, I'm not arguing. You.
This person is telling me, I'm tired of arguing with you. And I'm like, I'm not arguing. And my blood pressure was 200. So, I don't know about you, but I didn't want to have a heart attack. So I'm not going to argue with an inspector. The other two inspectors were very professional. They asked for what they asked. I gave them what they wanted. They gave me a list because that's the process. We did it. Electric inspector and fire inspector. They had their rules, their regulations, and their process. We followed. I had no problem with that. Now this individual was plumbing and building. And he refused. He made me lose so much money. But then you want me to be like peace and love and take one for the team, right? But someday, I better see everybody having COs. Every building that I told you, every building that I've been involved that was stolen from me, and that goes for you too, Hamilton, because there's one in Hamilton. But that one was, I'm pretty sure inspections is in Hamilton is not bad. But these few places, I want to see that they have COs, that they have everything, that they have heating, that they have everything perfect. And all these commercial buildings that, they should have everything. So, okay, fine. So, this person is telling me he doesn't want to argue with me, that he's tired of arguing with me. So now, so he left, knocked at the door, and he was in front of the house, which I recorded. So now, in January, I called this individual to ask him to let me go and have other inspectors because really, he was giving me a hard time. And he gave me 2 fines, which was supposed to be a total 2 fines for closing the walls before the raw inspection, whatever the heck they call that. And 1 fine for garbage and grass. But it was mainly for garbage, which I've been going to municipal court about, I don't even know how many times. I've been in court like 20 times. So this is a call.
The building?
Yes, Mr. Les.
That's me.
This is Grace from 23 Cowwater. I need you to let Hank and Jeff do the inspections because obviously you have a situation that every time you go there, you want something different.
Listen to me, man. Nobody different is coming to that house. I'm coming to the house. And it's not that I have a situation. It's that you have a situation, and I have to correct it.
Yes, but why you don't give me a piece of paper? No, you
I can't do that because
you give me no. You give me a piece of paper telling me
Listen, sir. You need to give me a piece of paper. No, give me a.
The piece of paper that I'm asking is a list of violations. In that way, I know what I'm fixing. Which, that's exactly in December that he said that he was going to give me. And then every time he went, he wanted something different. So he went there 3 times before this conversation. And every time, and then, you know when I really got upset? When he disrespected my contractor, who is a person, you know, a brown person that was very polite, very nice, very knowledgeable. So when that happened, then, you know, one thing is that you've been mean to me and whatever because I really don't care about you. But another thing is when you are nasty and thinking that you're better than anyone with a brown person just because you feel like you own the city hall, like I told you. So keep listening because it gets better.
Piece of paper saying what you need because every week is something different. You go disrespect me. You go disrespect my other employee. That he's a very humble person. He's just doing his job.
Disrespecting.
And you screaming at him. And
I don't scream at nobody.
Oh yes, you did, and you did it to me. And I'm just trying to tell you, give me.
You're just making excuses.
No, I'm not making excuses. Why the other two inspectors? You're not giving me a piece of paper saying what you need. That's all I'm asking.
So I'm going to give you a sheet of paper that says, I need to inspect everything in the house that's closed up because you closed without a permit.
There is no, those walls.
That is the excuse that he used. We close out without a permit. Bullshit. Because they were called several times to go there. I've been trying to get a permit since 2024, since November, and they totally, absolutely, every time I went, wanted something different. And all it was because they didn't want me to move to this house, because they thought that I was moving to this house. I don't know why they're afraid of that I have an address of Trenton, but I've been paying taxes in Trenton for over 5 years. You know what I mean? So, whatever fear you have that I will, you know, have an address in Trenton. I already been having an address in Trenton. And I have, you know, plenty of family members that live in Trenton. But anyway, let's continue.
Those were there. Those walls were there. You want me to now knock down the kitchen?
See how you're cutting me off, man?
No.
See how you're cutting me off?
I'm
when
not
do you
cutting
want
you.
your next? When do you? Yeah, you just cut me off again. When do you want your next inspection? Nobody else is coming there. But
No, I'll give me a piece of paper and I'm gonna take it to the CA. Thank you. I'll be there in a few minutes.
nobody's coming there.
Okay, that's fine. Nobody's coming there.
I'm not going to the house in a few minutes. What are you talking
No,
about?
I need the piece of paper that every other inspector, you know, the inspection that you write when it's to be done. I need it in.
What I can see, I tell you, you have to expose it. I can't see it, so I can't call
We
it.
already exposed.
Remember the first video that I played that in December that he made us open all those walls? Okay? And now he's saying that he cannot see anything, but we already broke a couple walls. And it did everything he wanted. And then he's freestyling, but let's continue.
What you needed, which was.
You exposed part of it, and now I can't see.
They're trying to hack my thingy.
Your sheet of paper that says, I need to inspect your next. You just cut me off again. When do you want your next inspection? Nobody else is coming there. But
No, I'll give me a piece of paper and I'm gonna take it to the CA. Thank you. I'll be there in a few minutes.
nobody's coming there.
Okay, that's fine. Nobody's coming there.
I'm not going to the house in a few minutes. What are you talking about?
No, I need the piece of paper that every other inspector, you know, the inspection that you write when it's to be done. I need it in.
what I can see. I tell you, you have to expose it. I can't see it, so I can't call
We
it.
already exposed what you needed, which was
You exposed part of it, and now I can't see the insulation.
Part of it, because apparently I had to demo the whole house.
You already saw the
I'm sorry.
bathroom.
I'm sorry. This is not pleasant for you, but you have to do this.
Okay, give me a
Sorry?
piece of paper saying that, and
I'll
I'm
give
gonna
you a
be
piece of paper that says you have to open it so I can see it.
open
'Cause I
why
can't inspect
specific.
it.
You need to be very specific because this is
No,
not
I can't be specific. You have to open the wall so I can see it, and then I can
what
be
walls.
specific.
You need to do the whole entire house.
No, just where the pipes are located, so I can see that insulation was done. And
We
that's the
already
problem.
did that.
I didn't see it. In the shower, I cannot see the pipes. You weren't there. See, if you had been there, you would know what went on. You weren't there. I'm sorry this is unpleasant. I am very
No,
sorry.
it's not. It's not unpleasant.
It'll be over. It'll be over if you stay on top of it. It'll be over soon. It's not going to be pleasant because you have to open stuff that you finished already.
It wasn't pleasant. It wasn't going to be pleasant because it was me, and I'm not greasing nobody's palms.
Sorry.
You
When do you wanna go there
told
again?
this guy to open
Listen
the
to me.
walls. He
Listen
opened
to me.
even the siding.
Because I'm hanging up now. When do you want your next appointment?
I have to call my plumber now because.
Okay, so call him. Call
And
me back.
after that, what else is on the building side? Because
I'll
now,
show you. I'll show you when I'm there. You have to.
no,
expose
you
it,
need
and
to
I
put
can
it
say,
on a piece of paper.
I can't tell you.
You
what's
need to
wrong
do
with it.
things
You're
formally.
not- you
This
need
is
to
not
tell- you need to-
freestyle.
Listen. You need to not tell me how to do my job. What you need to do is comply.
No, I need
so
you
can get
to
your house.
follow a process because
Not
this
gonna-
is not, you don't
Listen,
own City
It's
Hall.
not going to be pleasant. This is my job.
I know, and my job is to
Listen,
make sure you
Your
guys
job was to do
stop.
inspections. You didn't do it, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but because
Call me
you
back.
guys been playing since
Okay, so you need to
2024.
listen. I'm hanging up on you. You need
No,
to
and it's okay. It's okay. We're not gonna
Listen
get
to me.
nowhere.
Listen to me. You need to call me back and let me know when you want your appointment. Okay?
Yes, I'm gonna have DCA call
All
you
right.
back.
Okay,
Have a good
good.
day.
So after that, he went 5 times, made us pay $5,000, and then say that it was, the whole thing was $5,000. The whole fines, whatever the heck they gave us. So now I go and check. There's another $5,000 plus a pending court situation that already the director, Miss Yolanda, signed that it was cured, it was clean, it cost us another $5,000 plus labor to clean all the garbage that was, even, anyway. You seen this, but I want people to know this. You need to have receipts. You need to keep proof of what these people are doing to you. All this, it's not everybody because, I have to say, there's very good people in the city of Trenton and the in City Hall that deserve their jobs and maybe better, that deserve to be leaders in their positions and that deserve to have an environment that makes them proud of working there. Right now, that's not it. And if you had, you thought that I was going to be quiet, that I have rights in this country. And especially when you're paying taxes, you're paying all this stuff. You are manufacturing. Right now I haven't been able to work in peace. I haven't been able to, I just keep on dropping money and everything. But I told you I was working on something. What I was working on was, everybody used to complain up to me about the same thing that I just lived. And I'm supposed to be friendly with, the machine. Because I supported Reed. I supported everybody. I like peace and love. Like, I'm just trying to help people and, help the community. And you have to see the stuff that we've been doing that we don't take credit for, but you know, one thing I wanted to leave this. I wanted to, you know, right now I'm like in the bottom of the barrel, but guess what I'm gonna show you? I'm gonna show you how to get out of the bottom of the barrel. I'm gonna show you after everybody kicks your ass and do all this to you that you can get up and you can fight back. And you don't have to compromise your integrity for crooked people. And you can change this because we're, you know, talking about we're Trenton. So I was told that about a grant on the 27th of February, and then supposedly was due on the 1st. So nobody got that grant. So you know what? We need to really understand who's, you know, who is handling all these grants and all this money that come and go in the city of Trenton, because again, I consider myself a scientist when it comes to, you know, investment and development and all that stuff, and the math is not adding up. Because again, like if you have all these millions of dollars in grants, you can divide them and give it to the people, and the people can have homes, fix them, and that's it. Also, you know, all this tax lien, all this fake tax lien, nobody's talking about none of this because they do not want to, you know, it's like a whole ecosystem of people that are making a couple dollars and they're not understanding they're selling the future of, you know, a whole community. Are you proud of what you're doing? Are you those that have kids, are you proud of what you're doing? Can you sleep at night? And now, I just found out that San Francisco Medical was closed down to give San Francisco Medical to the same group that has something to do with the hotel. And then a wall falls down, and now they all of a sudden found a developer, had a developer, blah, 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 blah. So, people, are you tired of what is happening in your city yet? What are we going to do about it? On Sunday, anybody that has a problem with a landlord, a slumlord, an address, just send me the address. I don't need nothing else. You send me the address. You keep sending me messages of these locations. I got you. Because obviously somebody has to do it because we don't have any leadership in the city. And I approve this message.